Hello, Navin. Welcome, welcome. Let me know how my audio is. I'm gonna pull up chat on my phone in just a second. Mouse, hi! Lore time, yes. Yes. Big excites. Awesome. Cool. Chat. I must be able to see the Gregs. This is crucial. No, I would not like to update the app, Twitch. Thank you, though, for asking. Cool. All right. With that, we shall begin. Let's see if this is actually set properly. There we go. Oh, that's good. Well, it's been there for about a week at this point. For, by my best estimation, what it would be. That one's just standing there, facing the. Oh. You saw nothing. No one here, just armor. Armor stands. Just armor. No, I've not. Snape's not been around much at all, really. It's not that I've seen him. If he wants to sell smoothies, that's his prerogative. I didn't know that was a thing that was possible. Maybe I haven't figured out all the recipes yet. I thought I had most of them, I think. Bruh, what is that? Sir, do you know who's responsible for this? Alright. I didn't think so. Figured I'd check. So much here. It baffles me. This was a borderline abandoned for so long, and hotel? I mean, this is definitely Star's handiwork. Donations are not necessary but appreciated. Stars learn to charge for your services challenge. I mean, they are a robot, so that may be asking a bit much, but, Hello? Netherwood ladders? Hello? I mean, at this point, Petunia, Calvin, Ringling. Name tag. Bailey and Barnum. Oh, that's charming. At this point, we don't question the things. We don't become upset. But well, hello.
Hey,
Hi. I didn't know anyone else was out and about. It's good to see you.
I was actually heading my way your way anyways.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Um, well, it's about time I think I asked those questions I had for you. And
Oh,
I also needed to buy some extra supplies for my inevitable battle with Crozul.
of course, of course. I have been doing some grinding recently, so hopefully I'll have whatever you need.
Hang on, I had to crank the music down a little bit. Alright, we're good.
Understandable. Okay. Um,
Oh,
the
quiet Abaddon.
oh, quite a lot popping up recently. I saw the museum gallery of sorts that you built. It's very
Oh, yeah,
interesting.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
A lot of people are put off by that, but I don't see what the big deal is. I'm just trying to educate.
yeah, I mean it's informative, certainly. Um, I suppose some people might be put off by the live exhibits. I mean, a bit hazardous.
Yeah, that's fair, but that's why you guys have me, right? In case something goes wrong, I can take care of it.
I suppose that's true. Uh, you said you had questions regarding.
Oh, yeah, regarding my job and your take on things. So,
Ah, yes.
so I guess I'll start off with the job stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about Crozul?
Um, I've only interacted with him directly on. Greg, Greg, please. I'm having a conversation. I've only interacted with him in person, I guess technically twice now. First, he was over by the Withered Village, setting fire to some bamboo. And spoke briefly. And then the second time, when I went to retrieve Sylph from the cave, um, he's well geared and not afraid to throw the first punch. I like to think of myself as fairly non-threatening, and he still stabbed me at least once.
Oh, that makes my job easier. I don't have to instigate the fight.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Alright, that's informative. Now, on to the next target on my little list.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about anathema?
Anathema. Uh, I mean, beyond what I told you about his relation to Moth in terms of the shared body, I mean, I've interacted with him a few times. What have you heard so far? I know he's not particularly popular among many around here.
Well, in regards to what I've heard about anathema, I have heard mostly not very nice things.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one I've actually asked about anathema that had anything good to say was August.
Ah, that does make sense.
Um, my take on things is not necessarily that Anathema is somebody worth hunting, per se, but
Mm-hmm.
somebody who just needs a fucking hug or something.
You know, that is that is a relief to hear, honestly. I would agree with you.
It's mostly what led to this conclusion is that most of the information that I've heard lines up with the fact that he feels rejected by this little society we have here.
Yes.
And the destructive behavior is a result of that. So
Mm-hmm.
naturally, I'm inclined to believe he doesn't need to be harmed or detained in any way. He just needs somebody who's going to hear him out and make sure he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I am to do.
Yeah, he needs to know he has people on his side. He needs to know that there are people who don't see him as automatically inferior to Moth.
Makes sense. What's your take on this Sleep character?
He's certainly interesting. Ambitious, I'd say. Quite a project he's undertaken. Prone to protecting his secrets, which is understandable.
Heard something rather interesting about him.
Oh?
Yep, I will send you that information later. I mean, we're
Yes.
basically neighbors, so as long as you can keep that little
Mm-hmm.
note safe, I think both of our hides are covered.
Mm-hmm. That sounds reasonable. I have had issues with eavesdroppers before, so I respect the desire to take extra care in that regard.
Yeah, we certainly have one of those up there.
Mm-hmm. He's hired you specifically to hunt K, or do you have specific instructions regarding Anathema as well?
He's hired me to hunt K, and that's clear cut as day that he's not to be bothering the village anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
In regards to Anathema, I was explicitly ordered not to hurt him.
Ah.
That's literally the extent of the job, is I'm not to hurt Anathema. And I don't aim to, not with how I plan to take care of Anathema.
That is a relief. No, from a practical standpoint, as much as Kay has, in my mind, shown himself to be dangerous, I can understand why Anathema feels indebted to him. He was the only one to take any sort of definitive action regarding the situation.
I could literally hug you right now because that is the first piece of new information I have gotten in weeks.
Knew how?
I did not know they had some kind of working relationship. Besides what I was overhearing between August and Kay.
Yes.
But that's like, it's good to know something new, that they are definitely in some kind of a league together.
Yes, I'm not certain as to the extent of it, and how mutual it is, but I believe Kay is the one who has provided Anathema with most of his supplies, weapons, resources, the armor, obviously.
Yeah, that
First gift of sorts.
checks. That's what that freaky house next to mine was for, right?
Yes. Yes.
Alright. What do you make of the kingdom and the world that we currently inhabit?
I can't speak to the world as a whole. It's strange enough that I've put off any hope of getting answers for the moment. The kingdom, I mean, I could certainly. I think we could all stand to be a bit better informed as to what the plan is, if there is one. Seems
Couldn't
that
agree more with that.
things keep happening without a whole lot of clarification. I've spoken with Lux. He seems confused half the time by whatever new thing has happened. I think I've done my best to be supportive, simply out of the dire circumstances that we found ourselves in. There's a lot of risks, and stability is not always a bad thing, but that doesn't mean I'm not skeptical in many regards.
Yeah. We're both pretty much in agreement there.
Mm-hmm. How much have you been told about what happens when the anchors were discovered?
Well, I've been told a lot of things. Let me just make sure there's no prying ears.
Mm-hmm.
Saves me a book, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard quite a number of things about this convergence, as Stars is calling it. Something Navin wanted to send a message to whoever was keeping a watchful tab on butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
12 stacks of dynamite under Stars' house. Fight. Navin's dead, even though their communicator keeps popping up from time to time.
Yes.
And everybody met up and saw most everybody met up and saw the anchors and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned some information from sleep that the result of Navin's passing was Kay's fault. I've heard from August that the entire thing was orchestrated by sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a chance to talk to Sleep about it directly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not quite sure who to believe in this scenario. I mean, the only person that's really been helpful in my investigation has been August, so I'm inclined to believe them.
They are many things, but generally, at least on a semantic level, they're honest.
I'm also more inclined to believe August because Captain keeps talking about this blue person that they keep seeing, and I know for a fact that blue person isn't the clown.
Do you have... Soleil indicated that you might have some additional information about how...
Well,
Navin?
all of my information that I really have is basically the information that I gave you, that I have suspicions that this Navin person, character, thing, whatever you want to refer to them as, is not entirely dead.
Mm-hmm. Not entirely alive, though, either?
Not necessarily entirely alive, but definitely not entirely dead.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wasn't awake to know what happened. I've never seen this blue person, but Captain has seen this blue person and keeps asking around about it.
Mm-hmm.
I keep seeing this communicator for Navin
Mm-hmm.
coming online on occasion.
Yeah. Mainly death messages, it seems.
Death messages and being around.
Yeah.
Now, for all we know, that could be whatever's in the void playing tricks on us.
It's true.
But it could also very much be a sign that Navin is out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Which raises the question of why no one except serial people watcher Captain has gotten a glimpse of them, much less spoken to them.
That I am not too certain on.
It wasn't. It's not like them to go completely AWOL like this for so long. Not if everything was fine. But it's another thing that I've tried to be patient about, hoping that there is someone who has a clearer idea of what's going on, that maybe they'd see fit to share with the group. That's always nice.
I mean, it's my job to be well informed, so I can definitely agree there.
Yeah.
If I learn any new information, I'll certainly share it.
Thank you, much appreciated. And likewise, if there's if I learn anything that might be useful in your investigations, I'll do my best to keep you informed as well. You said you were looking for to get some supplies as well. Of what nature?
Okay, so that loner set that you gave me that you made for Soleil, I don't think that's necessarily going to cut it against Kay.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately for you, Sleep paid me handsomely.
All right. How does Enchanted Full Diamond sound?
Enchanted Full Diamond sounds spectacular.
All right. I'll have to actually go down to the lower basement.
No problems. I'll wait here.
It'll be just a moment. I keep some of the more valuable wares.
Why are you all named Greg?
Hello?
Get what you came for and go back upstairs.
All right. Wait, which one's mine? Okay.
Don't keep me waiting.
Hey there.
Hi. Let's see. There's that, and that. I think that should be everything. I realized after I got down there that I'd taken off my own armor as well, so I had to double check for a second, make sure I wasn't mixing anything up.
Oh yeah, that'll be lovely. How much do I owe you?
For a full set, it's been hard to keep tabs on prices. There's not a lot of I'm trying to keep things affordable. Not everyone has access to would 15 emerald blocks be too exorbitant?
Oh no, there's a reason I There's a reason I brought plenty of money.
Well, thank you. This will be quite enough for now.
Do you have anything in the ways of like potions and stuff?
That's really more Gawain's department. I can certainly look into it for you. You're looking for healing, regen, I imagine?
Yeah, anything to give me that little extra edge. I've got plenty of burgers to boost my strength.
No, I can definitely check into that. Should be able to get some for you. Again, it's been a bit since I've seen Gawain. I'll admit it's a bit.
A lot of people seem to be going AWOL.
It's a bit unsettling how people seem to just drop off the map for indefinite periods of time. But once I have a lead on that, I will let you know. They did give me a couple of regen potions, I believe. I have to double check and make sure I still know where those are.
That's fair. We could always discuss further business later on. The only other thing I have questions about is extra arrow types.
Yes, I do have access to some Fletchers. I believe I have some instant harming. I'd have to double check. Anything else in particular that you'd be looking for?
I think the harming would probably be the best bet. Based off the information I got from Sleep, he's pretty durable and resistant to most other things.
Yes, and well armored on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, best of luck with that. I don't imagine that would be an easy fight to undertake.
I mean, somebody's got to do it.
I suppose. Is there anything else that I could get for you before you head out?
In this moment, I don't think so. I can pick up those arrows when I pick up those potions.
Okay. Yeah, another thing that I don't keep on the proverbial showroom floor. Been meaning to do some more organization down there. So many things to do, and only so much time, I suppose. Although we've got quite a lot of it at the moment.
I get you.
Yeah. um, good to see you as always, though.
Good to see you. Thanks for all that useful information.
Mhm.
I'm around if you need me.
Yeah. If you hear anything or see anything more related to Navin,
I'll
I'd
keep you posted.
I'd be interested to know. Yes. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Always appreciated.
Naturally. Take care of yourself, Jackdaw.
You as well. You as well. I'll be seeing you hopefully.
Yep. Take care.
Hi.
Did you get rid of the dog?
Yes, I've sent him on his way.
I wasn't finished with them.
Oh?
There was more that Sylph needed to hear. And they didn't hear it, thanks to you.
Ah, well. Apologies. They seemed.
Don't give me that bullshit. You know you can't act your way around me.
Alright, what would you prefer?
That's better.
Don't particularly enjoy seeing my friends in distress.
Friends!
Yes.
So that thing is your friend. Why? Because they don't pose a threat to you?
Suppose. Are you talking about Sylph or Navin?
Yes, obviously.
Okay. Sylph has been listening ear, which, besides you, I suppose, has been in rather short supply. And Sylph is a bit less likely to stab me.
Is that all they're worth to you? Just another prying eye? I admit they're probably better at it than your last. But come on. The kid is fucked. You can tell there's some real potential there.
Suppose, at their age, I prefer not to rely on that too much.
Standards. Then
Yes,
it goes against your standards.
Yes, I've been told I have a few too many of those.
No, we all need standards. It's the only thing keeping us from turning into beasts.
Fair enough.
If that is your standard, then fine. Do you want want me to leave them alone?
Yes.
Fine. You got it.
Thank you.
They'll come for me sooner or later. But if you want to make that an easier process, a slower process, then go ahead.
I won't stand in the way of whatever they choose, but yes, I'd much prefer it be non-coerced.
Coerced. It's strange what people think of me. People think I'm some sort of manipulator. I'm not. See, August seems to think that I'm playing some grand game with Anathema's mind. That's not true. The only thing I'm giving Anathema is what he wants. And that's the truth. I'm giving him the truth. And that's what I was going to give Sylph when they wandered. Coerced! They wandered in there all by themselves, didn't they?
So they did.
We have our standards. So, if we're going to understand each other and we're going to cooperate, because that's what you want, right? To cooperate.
I suppose that's a fair way of putting it.
Jacta. It's a difficult thing, isn't it? I can tell you want to say something to me that would jeopardize our cooperation. Am I wrong?
Not necessarily.
Say it.
Do you know where Novin is?
No.
Do you know if
Why
it's
would
alive?
Probably not. We had a whole conversation last time. Took the plunge together to clear the guilt.
Right, yes. I've just been hearing some conflicting information lately, and trying to decide what to do about it.
Decide what to do about it. Have any ideas?
I mean, suppose it depends on how much he's been keeping from me. I was hopeful that maybe, I mean, I don't really know why I expected him to prove himself worthy of the benefit of the doubt, but no, I prefer to do things diplomatically when I can. And
I think you've been very patient.
Yeah, Natham thinks so too. I'd rather know, if they're dead or trapped somewhere or in perpetual pain. The least he could do is tell me.
He's already told you. Do you want to come see his answer?
Show me.
This is the answer. You know what this is?
I mean,
This is a smoothie shack.
yes. Priorities.
Do you really know what's going on here in this place?
No.
Keep a short answer. We don't need to go into the details. Yes or no?
There's
No.
many things I don't know.
We don't know what's going on. One day we wake up and there's chairs. One day we wake up and there's food. New food. Different food. And we go through all that food and we find the things that we can make. And you want to know what we can't make? We can't make fucking smoothies! You know what this is? I've seen this before.
What is it?
This. The potion shop. He's going to be selling them here. He makes better potions than any mortal being can manage. And look where it is.
Indeed.
Did you think he was going to stop with Narvin?
I mean, I think it's already fairly clear that he hasn't.
No, you're right. And who's next on the chopping block? Who's the only one with the brains to threaten this whole disgusting kingdom he's built? Not me. All I've got is venom. Athama's got the muscle. August has the impulse. But you're the brainstem around here.
Well, I suppose if he's already made up his mind about the role he expects me to play, I don't see much point in continuing to try to prove him wrong.
So what now?
I don't particularly want to catch unnecessary people in crossfire. It's between me and him. It's not. Lux certainly doesn't seem to have much clue what's happening around here.
course not. He thinks he's living in a fairyland where everything's going to work out as long as he sits on the throne. Who else? If not Lux, then who? Think about it. Who does he like? Who does he need? Who has he poured the most resources into?
His fighters, I suppose. Stars.
No.
Bird.
No. Stars! What are you going to do to stars? Are you gonna blow up their house again? Are you going to kill stars?
Of course not.
Of course not. What about Bird, huh? You gonna blow the top of the tower off? Maybe you can pull it off. They're not too sharp. Lead them right into a trap, and then what? You've got a vampire ripping you apart.
No. You're right. It's foolish. It needs to be something that only he cares about. Something no one else would miss.
I think you're getting the drift, Jackdaw. It's like the good old days, right? Walking this path.
Yeah.
Some seedy person. Making your way over to what seemed like the most important place in the world at the time. Right? Look at this place, it's a ruin.
Yeah. Not exactly the picture of accessibility. Still as destroyed as the last time I was here.
The smoke's cleared, the dust is settled, but it's still a stinking crater now, isn't it?
Yes.
What this place looks like to me.
What?
This place looks like an unfinished objective. Sure, this house is gone. That wall is gone. Your little friend, Melvin. You know what they were really after. They really wanted.
Yes.
All this effort, all this growth, all this fighting, and yet, after it all, the wall is still here, Jackdaw. Nobody ever got past it. It's just as unspoiled and safe as it's always been.
Positively quaint.
It would be hard to miss something that most people have never even seen.
It's true.
I have standards. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't have to. You know what you want to do. The truth is written all over your face.
It won't bring Melvin back. I mean, for all the fuss, it's... Well? Goodness sake. No, it's... a few dirt blocks. That's all it would take. I mean, it's still guarded, at least ostensibly, but we've got enough to make my point. Wouldn't hurt to have that brewing stand either. Two birds with one stone, as they say. No, I think we're more than adequately prepared. Alright, and that was stream. I see in chat and also from a couple of messages that I was sent that the stream is having some buffering issues, so not entirely sure why. The internet seems fine, although I was having a few issues last night, but that was with Discord. Let's see if I can see my own stream. Hopefully. Oh, that is distressingly far back. Alright. Okay, I guess we'll let that play for a while. I didn't realize it was that far behind. Goodness. Internet, why do you do this?